Game is starting now. We will see Team Battlegrounds versus Team Llama as we are currently right now in Agent Select. For those unfamiliar with the spectator mode of this game, unfortunately, the spectating client yet to has a way for you to view both teams as they select their agents, so that is why you don't see us flip to it. We will see the agents chosen as we switch over to game momentarily, but as of right now, the teams are selecting their agents as we wait to load into the actual game itself.
Yeah, and like we talked about earlier on, Bind is going to be the map that we're very likely going to consistently see, unless you have a team like Team Dev that are going to consistently ban Bind and create a little bit more of an interesting opportunity for teams to play other maps. But Bind, very, very even across the board, attackers and defenders, makes it a map where it's all about execution as opposed to being heavily sided one way or the next. So we will have to see what sort of strats Team Battlegrounds or Team Llama have developed in order to prepare for this. And that also relies on agent selection. Are they opting in for a Cypher, or are they going to choose the Sova instead? Are they going to have an entry fragger in Omen, or are they going to choose the Phoenix? It all is going to come down to their agent selection, and from there, what type of ability usage and utility can they combine back and forth together as we load up into the map. Team Llama on the defender side, Team Battlegrounds on the attacker side. Let's get locked and loaded for match number 2.
We see Team Battlegrounds sort of spread out, trying to decide where they will go. The spike is down near the A site. Everyone is choosing their loadouts here. We do see Psalm, the captain of Team Llama, on Breach, Ziff on Raze. These team compositions are about as standard as you can get. I was curious if we would see any Jet by any of the players wanting to be sort of that highlight reel type player, but instead we see people opt for safe. We do see Brimstones on both sides here, which Brimstone, obviously one of the better characters in the game based off of his utility of smoke and also his orbital strike. What will happen here as we see Team Battlegrounds be a little bit indecisive, now rotating towards the hookah and B long positions. Team Llama's stacked on A site, Simo, so let's see if Team Battlegrounds can make a push here in this 5v2.
Yeah, we'll have to see as your boy Dre's looking to push on in. He's trying to get control of hookah, and now as they control that ultimate orb, Vega's going to pick that one up, hoping to get an earlier on the resurrection. But we'll have to see as now they funnel on through onto the site. Smokes enabled. There will be one in elbow, 2 in labs, and the spike here will go down. No one in hookah, so it's a completely safe backside for them. But now the peak comes through. Psalm finds 2. High Sky as well with 2. And oh my goodness, now it's just down to the wire in a 3v1. Federated, the last member remaining. He fights 2. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? And a 1v1 with Joseph hopping on out, and that'll be the first round for Team Llama.
Impressive start off there on that retake by Psalm. Obviously, we said how much this match means to him. Venerated almost did it. He nearly took that and clutched it for Team Battlegrounds, but Joseph had different ideas after all the back and forth. High Sky and Psalm really opening up that round for the retake for Team Llama. Important there as we see Team Llama now with the 1-0 advantage. And it seems like by the purchase of the Ghost, we will not see any SMGs come out from Team Llama. We will see them remain pistol v pistol, which means their economy will be bigger in round 3, especially if we see them win this round 2. You see a full utility buy, various different smokes coming down, and a hard push here for Team Llama. Interesting to make a push on the defender side. We talked about some of these other players maybe not being from the tactical shooters. Ziff gets a first kill there onto your boy Dre. We talked about players maybe not being from tactical shooters if they are a little bit more antsy in the way they play this game, and we see almost a full team rotation for Team Llama running around the map together, running through mid, pushing up through hookah. I thought that was the other team's job. But now Team Battlegrounds in a 3v5. Spike, they do have spike control, but now they will have to decide what they want to do as they make another full map rotation, and Team Llama is here on the side of A. That's a new strat for you there, Simo. I think that's something interesting to see a full team just run it down like that.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking that there's a zone that's closing in on them. They're hoping to rotate around the circle, but that'll be Team Llama with almost a flawless round, and it will be the flawless round on the back of Joseph with the finishing frag. What a start here for Team Llama.
I'm gonna try that in my next game. I'm gonna tell all my team, let's run it down defenders all to one side of the map. But now we see a full buy for Team Llama. We see an op come out for Psalm. That is the money. All the money. If he's got to make good on this, we see Twifo with a good camera here to try to get some information on the Cypher. And we will see Team Battlegrounds just opt to save again. They do have enough that if they wanted to buy armor and some cheaper weapons, they could have, but they instead are going to save, potentially go down here 3-0 and try to scale it back.
Yeah, it's going to be Psalm here with the open kill on the operator onto that fountain, and the rotation now coming over from the side of Valiate. He needs to get out of that position, and now they might start to think about triangulating onto that B site, that A site, sorry, as they look to push through short. Smoke will come down, and your boy Dre throwing in a couple of pre-fire shots as Joseph waits on the other side, and the Allosaur will spot him out. The Hunter's Fury starts to come through. That's going to be one. He dodges the second, almost runs into the third, but he'll come out unscathed as the fellow Sage High Sky will heal him up to full HP. Recon Bolt as well. They're getting a lot of information onto this side of this Team Llama roster.
Stacking this A short right next to teleporter position. Will they make the call to push? You do see Ziff throw out some grenades from Raze. Now, with all of that firepower coming out from Team Llama, Team Battlegrounds makes the call. Let's rotate to B.
"20 seconds remaining. Spy can't going to be picked up here for Valiate, and now the push will come through. One in elbow, one in lap. The cyber cage is going to keep things spicy. Barrier Orb coming out. Vegas with the open frag. Oh, baby! As the spike now going down. A complete funnel through from the defender's side as Team Llama look to regain control of this B site. But now, Battlegrounds waiting in the wings onto Labs, and that'll be the quick swing here as they're looking for a quick fight. Valiant, that's going to be a huge jump coming out from Zip, but it's quickly traded away. Your boy Dre on an absolute spree. As Psalm, the last one remaining with the op. He's going to get zoned away with the paint shells, and still hoping for one last final frag as he now has to back away. And they will likely forfeit this round with Team Battlegrounds putting the first one on the board, as now the Recon Bolt looking to scout out where Psalm is. But it'll be Battlegrounds that back away from the site, and same as Psalm. And a first round here for Team Battlegrounds.
Much needed round there. We saw Team Battlegrounds not opting to buy. So essentially more or less won an eco, though it was not certainly a full eco. Very, very light buy for Team Battlegrounds, sort of opening it up, and it was important there that Psalm saved. Because now you look at the economy across the board for Team Llama. Not a lot of money there, Simo. Not too much to buy for if you're Ziff, Joseph, High Sky, or Twifo. Saw him holding the op. Died there. It would have been more or less the same for him. Now we will see Team Llama try to hold off against a nearly full bought Team Battlegrounds.
Yeah, and they're going to split double duty, having everyone spread out across the map. Two going to be pushing through showers, one holding on to that short angle from Market, and then two playing around the side of Phantom. You see two spy cams pretty much looking at each other on that left side, having a friendly wave hello from technology to technology. But it'll be Psalm here who holds on to this B short angle, as he doesn't really know that two are pushing down long, and they will push quite strongly as the camera from Twifo will not actually spot them out. And now the spike here, actually not even nowhere near the B site, will be pulled away from the A site, as Battlegrounds have yet to push in and decide where they're going to go. But the full team now running through caves, going to look towards that B site.
My camera is destroyed.
We just see a defensive hold here from two members of Team Llama. Psalm just looking towards B long. Can he get a pick? Will someone turn that corner? We see Valier and we see Sharky thinking about it here. Backed up by Vegas. They do have some healing. But you can't heal if you're dead. I think that was said yesterday by someone else. That is true.
We are going to see the open frag start to open up. Dweepo here with the kill, and now things are starting to dwindle down as the Battlegrounds roster are falling apart. Your boy Dre tries to scrounge out a kill, but it'll be quickly traded away, and now a 3-on-1. Your boy Dre with the Vandal, he's trying to shoot on through, but it'll be Dweepo with the 3K. Yes! Spike defused, and another round going over to Team Llama.
Good momentum building here. We know Bind is a defender-sided map, as many of them are in Valorant so far. But it's important if you're Team Llama here to get a nice lead, as we saw from Team Canyon last game on Split. It's all about the momentum. It may reset at the half, the economies may start back all over, but if you've lost a bunch of rounds, it can be a little deflating for you. So Team Llama will want to put Team Battlegrounds back into the corner. I think many people here also thought the Team Llama would be the bottom of this group. Lots of memes about Fortnite players not being very good at other things. But maybe Team Llama here are going to change your opinion if they beat Team Battlegrounds.
Yeah, you might think that they've got quite the architectural skill, but they also have a decent aim. We're seeing here 3-1 in this first half, as now they start to hold on to this A side. It'll be a big push coming out from Battlegrounds. 3 members remaining on that side as the attackers are starting to fall apart. It'll be Joseph that cleans things up, but Valier quickly with the answer back, as now Dweepo rotating over with this team, as there's a 3-on-2 scenario on the A site. Valier and Venerated hoping to dismantle this Team Llama roster. One hiding up in heaven, one rotating through vents in spawn, and Som with the operator, been holding on to it round after round, hopes to get an open pick here, but the 2v2 very detrimental. Dweepo with the kill onto the side. Neutral theft as well. Gonna find out where that last member remaining with the quick scope. Not gonna be enough. Still looking for one more, and that's gonna be the third that pops out here, and it'll be the third shot that wins the round, and Team Llama up 4-1.
Let's play there by Som. We're keeping his composure intact. It's very easy when you have an op to just go insane and try to hit all the fancy smancy shots, but backing off and hiding behind the top of that heaven to be able to prevent himself from being shot. I was just alerted of an observer bug where you have to tab and retab, so we will see if Battlegrounds will buy here. It certainly doesn't look like they are, but the observer mode in Valorant is still rough around the edges in many regards, as this game has only been out in beta for 2 weeks. We appreciate you all bearing with us as we work through them. But we do see a B stack for Team Battlegrounds. Will they make the decision to push from the long position?
Yeah, they pretty much have partial control of Hookah here as they look for any open picks onto the site. There are 3 members just laying in wait from Team Llama. The other 2 are still on the side to that A site, and they're still waiting for Team Battlegrounds to kind of walk in with their open arms. As Som here with the op, ready to see the 2 members from Team Battlegrounds. That's going to be an orbital strike. He walks right into it, and he'll be taken down. Sharky from above. Yes, and now your boy Dre in Hookah trying to push on through. Dweepo here still in the box, and he's kind of locked in by a smoke and haze as Team Battlegrounds gains control, and Team Llama will now rotate through spawn as they look to try to fight on through. The spike's been planted, nowhere to run. Hunter's Fury going to be used here. And now, Team Llama are starting to slowly fall apart. Team Battlegrounds gaining that control. Your boy Dre finds one. Another off-orbital strike from the other side pushes them through as they funnel on in. And now Sharky, alongside his team member, are looking to try to regain control. And it's a one-on-one Brimstone v Brimstone action. Michael Jackson called this the man in the mirror. We'll see if Joseph is able to defuse, but no, Sharky able to finish things off. And Team Battlegrounds, yet another round on the board for them.
Impressive hold there by Sharky. It did seem like in that initial 2v1 that Team Llama was going to be able to get the defuse. Sharky had other ideas. I like your man in the mirror call there, by the way. Brimstone v Brimstone action, and Sharky clearly the better of the 2 in that moment. We do see Som, you know, someone who wants to be a pro Valorant player, as he announced his intentions a few weeks ago on social media. Saw him here 7-2-2, performing best so far in terms of KDA among the Team LLAMA team. But here we see another aggressive push.
No, Thweefo, oh my goodness, he just finds two. They were just taking a quick drink from the fountain, and he says, not today, that's my fountain, as they take control and now backing away, opening up the round. Vegas will revive Venerated with the resurrection, but here, the showstopper in short, as Ziff maybe not wanting to use that, gonna have to throw it down short anyways, but no one will be on the other side, as it will be Valiate backing away from that damage, and now still a 5v4 with Team LLAMA holding strong on both sides.
Will they decide to push this A site? Looks like they're stacking that way to do it. They can either go through short, which they did not get the intel that now they will with the Roomba coming out from Ziff, but they did not know initially that someone was sitting in this lamp's position. You see the recon drone from the side of Team Battlegrounds get destroyed. Paint shells coming out. Now you know, Simo, that there are definitely people here waiting on you. Your boy Dre, though, with the entry onto Joseph.
Yeah, and it's going to continue as kill after kill. Battlegrounds opens up the site. The entire team is searching for one through. There's going to be one through U-Haul, but flying through the
I know
cage.
exactly
Your boy
where
Dre
you are.
opens it up and takes one down. Now a 2v4. 13 seconds remain, but with the spike planted, we've got more time still as Thweefo alongside Som look to potentially retake the site. It'll be Thweefo in heaven, and that's going to be a peek. One headshot comes through. He's going to throw up the cage and maybe hop down from heaven. One more through the cage. Oh my goodness. As now a 2v2 thinks seems very doable, but your boy Dre will answer back. And Thweefo with the 5K. Oh my goodness. There's still one more remaining. He hears one coming. He's going to have to pre-fire around Tetris. There's going to be one on the other side of Truck. He's still holding on. Spins around in circles as Valiate will take him down. And this game is hot and heavy with both teams going back and forth.
What a round there by Thweefo. If not for Vegas's revive, that would have been an ace. But we saw him have to kill 6 rather than 5 in that round. And now we're getting much more closer to an early, or to a no advantage equal game here for Team LLAMA and Team Battlegrounds. 4-3. Team LLAMA needs to find their momentum once again. We don't see them opting by anything other than Ghost upgraded pistols here. Team Battlegrounds sitting kind of pretty here a little bit after winning various different rounds in a row.
Oh, and we're going to see that strong, aggressive push coming out from Team LLAMA. Once again, they're pushing through the market, hopefully picking up a couple of apples and oranges along the way. They're going to see that Cypher trap wire, but that's going to spot him out, and quickly they have to retreat back to that A site, as we did call out the eco round earlier on, but it'll be a complete take here from Battlegrounds as they hold on to the B site and look to plant the spike.
Revealing area.
Now with the spike planted, it's a rotation, a simple rotation through connector as the hookah push now comes through. Vegas finds Ziff and it'll continue the damage as the Alizone will spot them out from Vegas through the woods. He finds 1, 2, 3, and 4. A flawless round coming out from Team Battlegrounds, putting it at 4-4 apiece.
Press play there from Valiate to close out that round. We will see the economy be strong here from Team LLAMA. They can buy out, and they will. No operators for Psalm. They could have done some fancy footwork with the economy, with Thweefo opting to buy it for his teammate and trading guns, but he does not do so. We will see a full rifle round of Vandals and Phantoms here from Team LLAMA. Can they now finally hold off this push, or will Team Battlegrounds' momentum continue forward after a couple of different rounds, which were really good from them? Momentum is everything when you're on the attacker side. If you can break economies and continue forward, but we won't see it as Psalm makes an aggressive push and easy Vandal shots from Psalm. Now Team Battlegrounds back against the wall a little bit as they sit here and have to make a decision on where they will go.
Yeah, what a beautiful push coming out from Team LLAMA on the side of Psalm and Thweefo working together as a team. They've been holding on to that B site together for round after round. And that aggressive push onto the fountain netted them 2 kills. And now Team Battlegrounds, like you said, having to think about where they're going to go next. Vegas here, pushing up with the Owl Drone. Slow Orb going to discourage him from moving further. But clearly now they still have to make a decision as 50 seconds on the clock, with Team LLAMA completely set up to answer for this A push.
Team Battlegrounds, will they opt save here? You see Joseph get another.
Ooh.
Your boy Dre got one, Simo, but he couldn't get the other.
Oh. I think definitely the story here is Som is ready to play some professional Valorant. 11-4-4, using the Vandal like it's the ultimate kryptonite here for Battlegrounds, taking 1 kill after another. 4 kills that round for him, and he's been putting on quite the show in this first half as we look to see maybe he'll continue that show for us, maybe an encore in the second half. But Battlegrounds still having a good first half, I think. 5-4, nothing to really scoff at. These teams are going at each other's throats.
What we expected is coming true. This was going to be one of the more competitive matches between the teams today, I believe, given that neither game is particularly very similar to Valorant. PUBG does have some very difficult aiming skill, and Fortnite does too, but not in the same way as a Counter-Strike or a Valorant would. You know, many people think that just because you can't build in Valorant, maybe there's a disadvantage here for the Fortnite team, but Team LLAMA is showing them otherwise. And there are some blocks, you know, in A site. Maybe this is a little cringy for you, but there are some blocks. There is a thing called Tetris in A site. Maybe Team LLAMA plays to their advantage. They know how to build blocks quite well. So here is Boy Dre taking a little bit of damage, or High Sky, sorry, taking a little bit of damage. Sitting here, just waiting for it.
Yeah, I think they're building themselves up a lead as we see the W coming out, but yeah, boy Dre with the quick 90-degree angle, getting the kill onto Joseph in style. One more blast back, gonna get him up onto the pillar, but High Sky will take him down quite quickly. And now Team LLAMA starting to fall apart. The crumble is on suit as Team Battlegrounds, but Som here has to answer back in the showers. He's gonna take 2 with Ziff as well, and they'll take another round. 6-4, Team LLAMA, not to mess around with.
Important round there for LLAMA to continue after buying out. You now see, I believe that is Som going for the op here. Actually, this is Quifo going for the op. See him pick up the op as we move into the next round. Will he give it to Som, who had a little bit of success on it earlier? And now we will see, as we mentioned earlier, there is a small observer bug relative to economy and the tab screen, the scoreboard screen. So we will see if Team Battlegrounds opts buy here or if they will save. They did all have money to buy armor and guns if they would like. Early smokes here on the short position at A. But we see a lot of towards.
Yeah, there's going to be the cyber cage just held on here and in the hookah push, like you said, but Team LLAMA are still holding strong. That's going to be Som here waiting for that flank as he goes down long. A couple of shots ring out. Sharky opens it up with the dare. He's the only one in town, but Team LLAMA with the quick answer back. But it's your boy Dre throwing down the explosive as he finds 2. But Som here trying to get a couple of blinds out. He's going to find 1 kill on the Valiant, but the frag will continue. Zip as well on the other side, but it's back and forth. Venerated with 1 through hookah. But here comes Zip with the hero play. He finds 1, swings the corner, but he's blinded by the light. And 1 more still remains as Som cleans things up, and they'll defuse the spike, giving them round number 7 on the board.
It's a little bad manners there. You know, let your teammate get the defuse. He did the honors of getting the final kill there for Som. When you have time, you can do things like that. And now we see a 7-4 advantage for Team LLAMA over Team Battlegrounds. Good first half for Team LLAMA. We saw them sort of their lead shrink a little bit earlier on, but now they sit here sitting pretty with a 7-4. Can they make it an 8-4 heading into the half? Both sides have bought. We see all Vandals from Team Battlegrounds, mix of Vandals and Phantoms on the side of Team LLAMA. And now we will see, will this be 7-5 or will this be 8-4 as we head into the half?
Deploying drone.
Owl drone here for Venerated as he looks to scout out just a little bit of information here through showers, and that's going to be one waiting for him.
Revealing area.
And now the recon bolt going to gather a little more as Sam collects yet another ultimate orb on the board for him. Rolling Thunder still a ways away. He needs 3 more points to get that online. Sharky here ready to go as he's looking to set up some of those smokes, and still Battlegrounds undecided on where they want to go. But Team Llama not pushing up their luck, still ready to stop things at the drop of a hat. Venerated pushing through the barrier. Back orbital strike gonna push him back. Not going to find anybody, but yeah, boy, Dre on the other side, he finds 2. As now Team Llama under a 2-man advantage. High Sky will answer back, but right in the face, right between his eyes, is one giant showstopper. But now Team Llama all up to Sam as Valier and Venerated clean up on kitchen duty, and it's 7-5.
Good end of the half for Team Battlegrounds. You would like to have
No more charges
some
left.
semblance of momentum before this pistol round. Obviously, Bind is a defender-sided part of the map, and we are moving onto the switch here. Here are Team Battlegrounds. See this camera? We've seen some creative cameras throughout the past couple of weeks of Valorant from Cypher players abroad. We've seen Shroud made a famous clip of him putting a camera on a tree in Haven. Really, these players making the most of what they got here in terms of obtaining information. Same for Valier. What will Team Battlegrounds see through that eye?
Yeah, I think the Spy Kids would definitely be proud of that placement as Valier looks to set up that long defense, and it'll be a pretty big push hovering around the fountain side and be short as the actual opposing Cypher, Thwifo, ready there on the other side. Valier will spot things out. It's quickly blinded away from Venerated, but the push will continue as they look to funnel on through, and they will go right into the site as the rest of the team pushing into labs. The spike is quickly going to be planted, but it'll be your boy Dre in Vegas that finds the frags through the chaos. Venerated as well following through. Oh boy, but Thwifo able to answer back, but now a 4v2. Your boy Dre able to find one
Revealing
more,
area.
and the last member remaining, Thwifo, hiding behind enemy lines in the elbow. He's got to find his way out somehow, but with 4 members around, your boy Dre will be the one that finds him with the blast pack, and a strong first round from Team Battlegrounds.
Team Battlegrounds starting off strong to make this not comeback because it was close, but to win this match, they do have to get that hot start. We do see close to a full buy for them. We will see Venerated and Vegas stick with the Ghost for now. Vegas just picked up a Bulldog and another Bulldog there for Venerated. So 2 Bulldogs, 1 Vandal, 1 Phantom, and a Spectre. Here it goes, Team Battlegrounds. Full bought out to the eco of Team Llama. Can they make this 7-7 tie game?
Yeah, they definitely look to do so. Team Llama huddled around Dust, looking for a potential push into showers. There will be someone waiting on the other side, and it'll be not the open frag that helps Team Llama. As now they look to push in. Slow orb, going to discourage them from pushing further. As Team Battleground still holding on. They have their Cypher, Valier waiting on the other side, still holding on to that B push that could potentially be happening here, but Team Llama now deciding to go through short. Showers didn't work now for round 2. Smokes do go down as they look to push on through. They're slow walking in the moonlight, and now as they hop, skip, jump their way into the site, they hop right over to Connector, and now an aggressive push onto B. They look to completely take it down. Som here leading that charge. A couple of shots going out, tripwire, but it's Venerated with the headshot onto Som, and now they're still trying to plant the spike. It's starting to look like chaos as Battlegrounds threads the needle, takes them all down, and now Team Llama, the last one remaining, Thwifo, he's gonna almost get taken down as your boy Trey manages to not win that gun trade, and now holding on to the Phantom, still looking to hold on for dear life in this match as he shoots a couple of those utility beacons out, and he's gonna look through Hookah. Who's gonna be on the other side? One headshot comes out through the wood, and now No one on the site, still trying to find one, and it'll be Vegas that takes him down. Twyfo, an admirable attempt, but it's Battlegrounds evening things out.
As we move into tie game here, economy is important at this point to know that each respective side gives the small advantage, and I believe, yes, as we see, there will be a buy here from Team Llama if my eyes do not deceive me. And now we see Team Battlegrounds and Team Llama, even in terms of guns, even in terms of rounds, pushing forward here. How will this game continue to progress? Early recon dart from Team Battlegrounds does not spot anyone out. We see Team Llama sitting back where they're going. Psalm's trying to get these breach flashes into sight. Do not believe that one hit anyone at this point. We do see on the side of Team Battlegrounds that camera's looking for people. No one is really showing on that B long position, so they won't have this information other than maybe hearing that flash from Team Llama. Now they're going to have to decide where they will go with only 1 minute left.
Sometimes it's the patience game, right? Team Llama waiting till the absolute last possible second to execute on whatever it is that they want to put through. And it'll be Psalm here with the fault line and the flashpoint as he looks to break open the site. Maybe it's just fake utility onto that A site. As the spike is on the side of B, it'll be near that fountain. And Team Battlegrounds will fall for it, as we do see the rotation coming out from Venerated. He's looking to support his fellow comrades on that A side, and now it's all down to Valiate, the last member remaining here on the B side, as they look to push on through. He's going to be waiting in elbow as the rest of Team Llama now all set up on the site. It'll be a big jump right through connector. Smoke's going to come in and out. If they're waiting as well as Twyfo, holding on to long, making sure no one pushes through. And the shots start to break out. Team Llama trying to regain control of the site here as Sharky, Venerated, player perspective, two-player perspective. Kill gonna be coming out here from Twyfo. He gets the kill onto Venerated. It's still back and forth. High Sky gonna heal himself in the engagement. But Neutral Theft gonna give them all of the information that they need. Joseph finds one. High Sky looking for another, not able to shoot through the box. And now Sharky hopping onto the site, but it's Llama that still keeps chipping away one player at a time and win their first round in this second half.
Just when you thought their backs were against the wall a little bit, Team Battlegrounds looked like they were mounting some momentum. Team Llama says, and now they, with that B-side hold, we will see Team Llama up 8-7 in what has been our closest match of today, and one of our closest matches overall at this point. We did see, for those who were just joining us earlier in the day, Team Canyon upset Team Dev, Team Canyon being represented by many Apex Legends players such as Dizzy, Asu, Mindo, Keller, and others, and Syncdez, sorry. And then on the dev side, Riot employees, some former Counter-Strike pros, Nick Wu, the former League of Legends pro himself, on that team. And now Team Llama, representatives from the Fortnite community, Team Battle represented from PUBG and Twyfo with Mo down.
Oh no, Team Llama catching Battlegrounds at their own game. Tried to throw in that rotation, but oh my goodness, was Team Llama prepared? They broke open that pinata and let it all fly out, as now Team Battlegrounds, Venerated, the last member remaining. He's all held up here in U-Haul as the rest of the team is starting to capitalize and starting to zone in on his position. Spy Cam going to be getting out. Frenzy not able to connect with those bullets. Still, Aftershock gonna do a little bit of damage. Slow Orb gonna stop him slow in his tracks. And it'll be another recon bolt that tries to come on through. They know exactly where he is. They just need to buy their time. As Venerated, caught between a rock and a hard place, and it will be the paint shells that take him down, putting Team Llama 2 rounds up.
Impressive flawless win there for Team Llama as we move into the 18th round. Mounting some momentum here on the attacker side. Bind, obviously a defensive-sided map, as we said earlier, but Team Llama making you think otherwise with some of these victories, making good use of Raze as into these pushes to get some of those frags and some of the entries also. Across the board here, Team Llama, led by Psalm, former Fortnite World Cup runner-up, looking to make the career switch to Valorant, as we mentioned, as according to him on social media. He's showing that he may be able to do it with this match.
He's definitely been putting on a performance for us, and leading the charge here for Team LLAMA may be the difference maker to scrounge out this win over Team Battlegrounds. But still, we don't know what's going to happen until the dust settles. And the dust is definitely up and all around as it's round after round. Both of these teams neck and neck, 7-9. But it'll be the push here from Team LLAMA as Sky Smokes populate this site, and they'll be able to push through. But the barrier orb gonna stop the push from pushing any further. But here comes a big jump from your boy Dre, trying to hop up into the sky, not able to see anyone on the other side. And the showstopper, as well as the paint shells, not going to connect with anybody, but still Team LLAMA holding strong as Sharky and friends look to dismantle that barrier orb, but it'll be the flash point that flashes them all back. And Thwifo and Ziff finding some open frags, and now Team Battlegrounds looking for an opportunity to try to answer back. Vegas here on the flank through Market. Cyber Cage gonna come out, and on the other side, that will be another member waiting, but Thwifo will find the kill onto Vegas. Here comes the orbital strike. It'll stop the defuse as Team Battlegrounds are doing what they can. They're trying to hop lane onto the site. It's shot after shot, but they just need to run away and break away as two members of Battlegrounds lose their life to the spike.
Fantastic orbital strike there from Joseph to really get them off of the defuse, which does not allow them to have enough time to go back and try to do it a second time. Good play there on the hold from Team LLAMA after pushing into that site impressively. We saw good use of various different ultimates throughout that round, even on the side of Team Battlegrounds with the Hunter's Fury for Venerated, getting a kill there. Ultimates truly are the one thing that for many players in this game, you have to know how to use them properly and use them at the right time. For many, they may not. Ultimates are not very common, and maybe that's why we've seen Team Canyon sort of push ahead. They know better than anyone with Apex Legends, a very ultimate-oriented shooting game. And now we will see an early frag for Ziff onto Venerated. Team Battlegrounds here doing more or less an eco, buying some sheriffs, as we just try to see if they can mount some sort of comeback after this round. It's very unlikely they'll do anything here with these sheriffs, but they may. We see your boy Dre trying to get a flank. He is going to meet 3 to 4 members around this corner, gets fragged out, and see Brimstone smokes come through. Valiant and Sharky just sitting on B site, backed up
I know
by
exactly where
their teammate Vegas. But Team LLAMA on the other side of the map, and now this 4v3.
The spike has been planted here from Team LLAMA, and now Battlegrounds have to answer in some sort of way. Considering this is an eco for them, it really doesn't make sense for them to save a sheriff. I mean, I definitely always look to save the sheriff in my town, but in this case, it's going to be the limbo coming out from Sharky, not able to hide up under that tripwire. And now Team LLAMA still looking strong, holding on to that A side. I think Team Battlegrounds are looking to pick off the members as they funnel through. And there will be one about to turn the corner from Sharky, holding on with the sheriff shot, not going to connect, and it'll be answered back with a couple of shots of his own. And now the tripwire has fallen down. They know exactly where he is. A swing around for Joseph, gonna secure that one. And the spike exploding. Team LLAMA, round number 11. Really close match point.
Continue to give us visions.
Now with the ability to buy guns, stacking up here already, you see the Vandal, the Phantom, another Phantom, 3 Phantoms for Team Battlegrounds so far. Being able to buy true weapons this time rather than doing all sheriffs on deck. You see Team Battlegrounds potentially trying to win this next round, the 19th round. It's an important moment for them, or their backs will be up against the wall if they lose this one as we head into a potential match point in the next round, depending on the outcome of this one.
You have to feel for Team LLAMA, though. If they come away from this game with a win, they face the devs in the next match. And having the confidence boost from a win maybe might catapult them in a 2-0 standing after that next match. But we'll have to see, as this match is far from over. Like you said, Team Battlegrounds on an absolute complete bye here. Thwifo still holding on to that secure B site, and it'll be the swing around here as they look to take and push on through. 2 members from Team Battlegrounds now on the rotation. but it'll be a kill that's traded away. Zip here holding on, breaking open the site with 2 kills from the Vandal. Orbital Strike going to connect here. It will not find anybody as Venerated finds Joseph through the chaos. And now Twyfo ready to start the party. High Sky gonna revive Joseph here, and it'll be Sif hoping to get a couple of frags, and now your boy Dre all on his lonesome. Stim Beacon has him all juiced up, and he's ready to go, ready to hopefully take open this site. But now the swing around the corner, Wood is gonna be one member remains. Elbow as well, one hiding behind the shed there, but High Sky finds the headshot, and it's match point for Team Llama.
Your boy Dre did not opt to use many of his abilities there at the end. We saw him bring out the bomb buddy and put it back up. Did not use any of the paint shells, did not use satchels to try to boost himself up onto anything. Rather just tried to take the gunfight in the 3v1. Team Llama closed it out. Now we are at match point. This is make or break for Team Battlegrounds. Can they do it? Or will Team Llama punch above their weight? You know, many people thought that they were going to be the worst team in this group, and they thought otherwise, as we can tell from this competition. We see Twyfo trying to look it down the B-long angle with this op. Can he make do of it? Your boy Dre on the other side of the map gets a nice entry there with the Vandal, so it is a 4v5 with Llama at the disadvantage. Sorry. And now, what will happen here?
Yeah, Venerated holding on to that angle in heaven as High Sky making his way through showers, taking a quick dip into the pool as he looks to continue his push on to that A site. Vegas will be there as well. The Alter Ego Sage to stop his push if he decides to step over the bounce. Boy Grant well gets that swing, and it'll be so many attempts here from Team Llama, not going to pull through as Battlegrounds finds every single kill they need. And now 5v2 Team Llama. Sharky here holding on with the judge. Looking to be the executioner as well, but Zip will find that kill with the headshot, and now a 4v2 Vegas alongside your boy Dre here, looking for another opportunity. Venerated finds one. Now all down to one last final member here on Ziff as he makes his way through showers, spike down in showers. Gonna capture that ult orb and potentially back away, but thinks that he might be able to thwart some economy here. Hops in, finds one headshot onto your boy Dre, but it will be Vegas that answers back, and now Team Battlegrounds showing signs of life still in this 8-12.
Good round from Team Battlegrounds. They needed that desperately. Now can they scale this back? Team Llama does have plenty of economy from the momentum that they built up, stockpiling those creds. But will we see Team Llama close it out? They were unable to last round. We saw Psalm die early. He does have his ultimate now, and good use of that ultimate on attack side. The Breach ultimate is an easy way to plant and then knock people off of the spike if they are trying to retake. Also see the Cypher ult for the side of Team Llama will be good to give them information. How will this play out? For Team Battlegrounds, they have a Sage ult on deck. They can revive if someone goes down. This would be a good time to use it if you are Vegas. What will be the move? Slow push as Team Llama clump a little bit around B. You do see a decision to move around towards Hookah.
Here waiting for an opportunity to use its utility, but it'll be Team Llama that decides to funnel through market and look towards short for a potential push. Tom setting things up here with the fault line, and Vegas trying to shoot through the smoke, but not going to connect with anybody. Still a 5v5, anyone's game at this point. Vegas waiting in the wings of U-Haul as one may trickle in, but it's Llama that is still waiting to push through a couple of free fire shots, and it's Joseph that finds that open frag onto Sharky, killing his alter ego, and it'll be the spike that's planted behind the truck. And now Battleground starting to fall apart. Your boy Dre still holding on as he finds one through the chaos. Psalm gonna get taken out here. Now a 3v4 Team Battlegrounds still trying to find an opportunity to make their way onto the other side of the truck. Barrier Orb gonna stop them. Resurrection gonna come through, a 4v4. Venerated finds the kill onto Joseph. Things are starting to pick up, and now Battlegrounds pushes through. Vegas finds 1, 2 more members remain, but it's Sif with the... Oh my goodness, the showstopper stopping the show. And now a 1v1, Cypher v Cypher action. Twyfo down to the wire. He's gonna try to hop his way around. The spike is going to explode, as that will be Team Llama with the victory over Team Battlegrounds. What an absolute way to end. Zip there with the hero play, hopping up into the sky and landing down with the showstopper, and what a show it was between these two teams.
I'm just taken aback. That looked like everything was going in Battlegrounds' favor, that they were going to be able to clean up, and they just clubbed together, and that ultimate from Ziff was just able to clean them up. What a way to end our second game of the day. Good Lord, Team Llama coming out strong. Ray's ultimate to finish it all off by Ziff. And Ziff and Psalm, these guys looking to make this career change into Valorant, showing that maybe they have a place to be here for real.
Yeah, you talk a little bit about some of the mobility that some of these Asians have. And Ziff and Dizzy, these past two matches, have been flying as far into the sky as humanly possible, blast pack after blast pack, and then really stealing the show with that use of the Raze ultimate. What an absolute beautiful performance coming out from Team Llama. You have to tip your hat to them. But still, Team Battlegrounds fighting valiantly as they take quite a hefty amount of rounds away from Team Llama. We'll have to see how they perform in the rest of the matches.
Very impressive use of Raze. I do want to be clear, we do not have any sort of special access to Valorant in the game. We did see that today there were patch notes where Raze will be nerfed starting later this evening / early tomorrow morning, depending on where you live in North America. And I believe that patch is going out as we speak in Europe. But for us, we are playing on North American server. This is the match that was the same as yesterday. We will see no Raze nerfs until potentially tomorrow. But that was, wow, what an impressive use of that character, that agent there from Ziff to end the game. You know, we saw Psalm really make good work too. We did see in that final round that they fragged him out really early, which was good for Team Battlegrounds, because if you are on the defender side of thing and there's a breach on the attacker side, you do want to make sure that you take them out, because Breach is very good at playing time and making good use of his ultimate, sending it all the way across sites, knocking people back off of the middle of a defuse. But they did frag out Psalm, but it didn't matter. Ziff wanted to close the game, and indeed he did.
Yeah, and you thought it was going to be Psalm that was going to carry the show. I mean, you talk about his desire to join the Valorant competitive scene, the esports scene. And here we have Ziff making the hero play, winning the game, putting the entire team on his back. That showstopper finding the 3K. But wow, I'm still blown away. Even though the actual ultimate itself blows people away, I am taken aback by how amazing that was coming out from Ziff.
Impressive work there. I believe our next match will be Team Llama versus Team Dev, if I'm not mistaken. Team Dev told us they will be ready momentarily. We will be doing a caster switch after Simo and I have been able to cast these first two games. Exciting games for if you're new here, if you've only been here for a little bit of time and you didn't see what just happened. We'll recap the first one a little bit. We'll talk about the second. The first game, we saw Team Canyon, someone everyone thought would be a little bit of a dark horse, depending on how you define that term. Team Canyon upsetting Team Dev in our first match. Went to split too, which is something we've not been able to see. A map that, thanks to the chaotic bans from Team Dev, we ended up there in the first place. They did lose that to Asu and the boys on Team Canyon. Then we just saw Team Battlegrounds represented by members of the PUBG community and Team Llama represented by members of the Fortnite community face off in what was I don't know if you want to call it an upset, Simo, but certainly many people did not think very highly of Team Llama overall. They did make good work, though, as you saw with Ziff closing it out with that Raze ultimate there at the end. But we are going to go to a short break as we ready up for the match between Team Dev and Team Llama. Kevin Naki and Arda Okal will be casting that. Simo and I will be back later in the day today to close out the evening. But we're going to send you to a break as we get ready for this next match. Thank you so much for listening to us and tuning into the ESPN Esports Valorant Invitational. Next match will be Team Dev, Team Llama. We will see you soon. Don't go anywhere.